have in my hand the Dahua 2MP CVI bullet camera. It's a Starlight true color at night, so it actually gives full color picture at night time. It's a 3.6mm lens. It's aimed at the trade, and it's a really incredible piece of kit. I'm going to give a full demonstration on it here in terms of we've actually blackened out all the video room just to show the nighttime vision on it. So there's 4 cables on it, but there's only 2 you're actually going to be using here. The first one is the B&C connection. That's to run the picture and indeed audio back to the camera, and the other is the power connection here. So we have the lens on it there is fixed. So, and there's 3 plugs and screws that come with it for mounting it onto the wall. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to drop it in here, and what I'm going to be doing then is I'm going to come along, I'm going to connect in the power connection, which is here, and it's very conveniently marked power, so there's no scope to go wrong. And then we have the B&Z video connection there. And what's going to happen is it's going to aim over here. I'm going to see what 2MP on CVI is like. So the picture quality on it really is super. Like, it's just great. Like, there's other brands there and they're marketing 2MP cameras, but they're not anything like this. This is really brilliant. Now we're using it with a Dahua, I think it's an 8MP DVR here. So always you're finding that DVRs are higher spec than the cameras, because DVRs are backward compatible with cameras, but everything so you want a DVR that can work with everything basically. So 2MP is still fairly common in terms of the area here. So one of the things I'm going to demonstrate with now is 2, I suppose, super features on it. And the first thing is the audio part of it. So we just go into the camera here, and the audio turned off on it. But if I go in here to the camera and I come down to the encode menu and go to more settings, we'll see the audio is on, but it's set to local. Now I'm just going to say I'm going to turn this on very briefly, simply because what's happening here is the camera's right next to the DVR, so there's going to be a loop back here, okay, feedback, which of course is not good, and I'm going to apply it. Hello, hello, hello. Stop. Okay, so you get the effect of that anyway. But that is unbelievable, and what we found is, initially when we had put up some cameras here, we didn't even know that there was audio built into them, because it's not overly obvious on it. And we were picking up conversations when we were walking past the DVR, and all of a sudden I said, oh my god, almost everything that's come from Dahua has the microphones built in. And if you saw, we'll say, in traditional setups, what used to happen is there used to be separate audio cables here, like this one here, which you could use for running the audio directly back and an audio input on it. But Dahua have actually come along and they've built the audio into the B&C cable, and they're able to pick it up directly from the B&C connection. And that's a lot handier in terms of cabling and design, because, you know, all of a sudden you don't need to run these extra cables. You can just run a standard one, change it out, and the audio will work on your existing cable if you're retrofitting. So just go back out here and look at the picture thing. So the other thing here is the true light and how good it is. So what I'm going to do over here, I'm just going to walk over, I'm going to knock off the light and just be noting how long it takes for the night vision to kick in and how good is the night vision, okay? So I'll come back over, stand where I was, and it's come back along. And like, this really is true color, okay? You can see the full colors on my thing here, the yellow, all the rest of it, even the finer colors all been picked up on it. So like, it's absolutely, I'm in a room that's pitch black, and in terms of the picture quality coming in, there's very little variance between that and when the light was actually turned on earlier in the day, okay? So just going to knock this back on here. So I'm a huge fan of this camera, and indeed the entire Starlight range of cameras from Dahua. It's just miles ahead against everything else that's on the market. It's just super, and the cost point on them is great, particularly on the 2MP, but these are going all the way up to 4, 8MP. So it's really incredible what you can do, and as I said, the DVRs here are generally 8MP, so you can have almost anything there. So that's it anyway, an overview of the Dahua 2MP CVI bullet camera with Starlight audio and a 3.6mm lens.